Yo, what up guys, Travic here. Today I want to talk something that I normally don't really do a lot of, and today I want to talk crafting. More specifically, crafting in Path of Exile 2. Very recently I've seen a lot of really interesting cool gear show up, and I kind of wanted to dip my toes into it and see if I can learn it. So I started watching some videos from a good friend of mine, X the Farmer X. I started watching some Velton videos, and I started going on Reddit just to try to figure out how to craft. A good buddy of mine, MB3, and another friend of mine, Realism, and we sat down together and we started like hammering it out. I even had a friend come to me with an idea for a glove craft, and it was really intriguing. So Deck, if you're watching this, thanks for the idea to go down the route and make this video and this glove craft. But let's stop yapping and let's talk about what we did. If you've been following along with what I've been doing recently, you'll know that I have been playing Twisters and I wanted to make my character really strong. And we were presented with the idea of doing this glove craft. Now, this glove craft is absolutely insane. You get 100% socketed effective items, attack speed, crit damage, and a massive amount of flat damage to go on your weapon. And if you're playing any attack-based build, these gloves are completely crazy. When I started playing my character now, I was using the Hand of Wisdom in action because back in point one, they were all the rage and one of the best things that you can be doing. And my friend was just like, hey, if we make some gloves, they're going to be insane. So just to give you a frame of reference of why we crafted these gloves, my attack speed right now is 7.46 with Hand of Wisdom in action. My damage is 2271. If I swap out my gloves for the brand new gloves, I gain a whole attack and thousands of points of damage without the investment of having to go through crazy stat stacking. And according to POE, stat stacking might not even fully get us there. So we went on this mission, we crafted these gloves, and well, it was indeed a process. Now, first things first, to craft these gloves, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring up the trade site and you're going to want to search for an exceptional pair of gloves. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come to rune sockets. We're going to put 2. We're going to put the item gloves. And now this can be any item and the same crafting process works for everything. So keep that in mind. We're going to do rarity, any non-unique, and depending on if you want armor, evasion, and energy shield, you put in the values that you're looking for. For our particular craft, we were doing evasion, we want armor, we want energy shield, and we wanted an item level higher than 79 because or 79 and higher, because we were looking at Path of Exile and we wanted to know where, you know, it lied for getting the modifiers we want. So we're going to press search. The first thing that you're going to notice is you're going to see a bunch of corrupted tags on items. And I did this on purpose because you have to make sure that you come down over here and click on the corrupted modifier and hit no. When you do this, you'll start seeing a bunch of different gloves, and you'll see some are fractured, some are missed desecrates, and just people kind of posting their items and what's going on. These are really weird. You can even be on the safer side of things and hit desecrate no. Oh, I guess. Oh, it's unrevealed. Unrevealed no. There you go. Unrevealed no. And you'll start to see some bases that you can buy. So for the sake of the video, I'm actually going to walk you through the craft as I did it earlier today live on stream and recorded that, but let's start from the basics. We're going to buy ourselves a pair of gloves, which you would click travel to hideout, buy the gloves. When you obtain the pair of gloves, it will have a bunch of modifiers on it, and you're going to want to annul down until 1 modded items. So now we have this 1 modded item. There might be a better way to do this next step, and if you have better ways, please let me know in the comments down below. But from here, we're going to get a bunch of chaos orbs, and we're going to spam chaos until we get the desired mod that we want. In our case, currently, we are looking for tier 1 attack speed. Once we have tier 1 attack speed, we can move on to the next steps, and we're going to cut over to the video of me live doing that. But just keep in mind, this is how you get here. If when you watch the next part of the video, if you get lost or confused and you don't really know what's going on, leave a comment down below. We'll be more than happy to try to help you. Come stop by the Discord or the live stream and ask your questions there, and we'll try to guide you. But for now, let's kick over to that and see how to make these gloves. All right, so let's try to do this without messing this up. Step 1, get your 2 socket pair of gloves with 2 sockets and chaos spam until you hit increased attack speed. So now we have increased attack speed. Then we're going to use an Omen of Sigil Exaltment to exalt only a prefix. So we should only get a prefix here. So now we have a prefix. Now we use Omen of Sigil Crystallization because this will, your next perfect or corrupted essence will only remove a prefix. And since we don't want that prefix and we want the essence of Hysteria to give us a suffix, we should always get a suffix, which would be increased critical damage bonus. So we do that. Now we have increased critical damage bonus. And now we take the Omen of Sinistral Exaltation, and then we do it again to add a prefix. Now we have another prefix. And since we don't want that prefix and we want to fill our suffixes, we're going to take Omen of Sinistral Crystallization for an Essence of Horror so that we get the effects are increased by 100%. And we do that. And now we have perfect suffix gloves. So since we want to add damage mods in the prefix, we can actually block a prefix to Exalt Slam on what we're looking for. So we come to Ange and we're gonna want to Desecrate. So we want to make sure that we can re-roll our Desecrate so that we can find two options. So we're gonna grab one of these so that we can re-roll, and then we're gonna get Desecrate's a rare armor, so we're gonna Desecrate these Fine Bracers. So essentially what we're looking for is, since we're going to attempt to Desecrate on, or we'd like to hit a damage to attacks, the only damage to attacks on the prefix are these four and accuracy. So what we want to do is, if we have accuracy on the gloves, we can't roll accuracy on the gloves, we can only roll these. So what we'll do is we'll come to the Desecration guy. We'll turn on our Abyssal Echoes so that we always have this so that we can re-roll. We'll open the Well of Souls. We'll put our bracers in. Or what, we have to Desecrate our bracers. We'll put our bracers in, and we attempt to either find tier 1 damage or accuracy. So there's the accuracy. That's not tier 1. This is really bad. So we're just going to take the accuracy here. It doesn't matter that we consume the Omen. Taking the accuracy is more important. So now she'll go grab that. She'll give us back our gloves. So now I know we have this Desecrate roll, but we can remove that Desecrate roll. Now we come to Ange again, and we're going to find the Omen of Homogenizing Exaltation, which is going to be a little expensive. They're a little expensive, but we need them. So let's go get some money.
Your order is registered.
So we're going to grab this homogenizing one, and then we're going to buy 2 of these. So what happens now, so we're going to put this away. What happens now is this will make our next Exalt choose a modifier of the same existing type. So since we have attack in the prefix and we can only add a prefix, it has to add an attack. Now we want to use Greater Exalted Orbs for this for our best opportunity. We can buy Perfect Exalted Orbs, but I think they're like ridiculously expensive. So if you want, you can do that. I don't know if that's the best idea or not, but I guess for the sake of learning, we can try it and see what happens. So they're like 3 divs each. Or 2.5. So if we buy 2, it's going to be 6. I guess we could do that. There's an argument to try this, which adds 2 random modifiers. Your next goal will add 2 random modifiers. There's an argument to do it with this and see how this plays out. The problem with this is I don't know 100% if this will use the perfect on both of them. So I guess, you know, for science, since we're learning, might as well, right? Like, it's science. Let's do this. Let's get these. Go back to here. Let's grab a Perfect Exalted Orb. We want to get one of these.
Let's see if there are any takers.
So we're going to turn on the homogenizing one. We're going to turn on the Greater Exaltation one. We're going to take our Perfect Orb. And I mean, with science, what happens, right? And then we hit tier 2 Fizz, tier 4 Fire. So this happened to me yesterday when I used this on the gloves. I don't think the Perfect Homogenizing, I don't think this respects the 2, because I think it should have been higher than tier 4, because I crafted these gloves yesterday and hit tier 2 and tier 4. yesterday. So I'm not sure if that works the way we want it to work, but maybe it does. So now our gloves are almost done. So now we need an Omen of Light, which now becomes the pseudo expensive part. So we'll grab 2 of
I'll
these.
post it right away.
And then we need an Orb of Annulment. Then we'll grab 2 of these. We'll put this away for later so that we have it. Omen of Light and Omen of Light. Annul and Annul. We grab this. And now essentially what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to re-roll on. We're going to attempt to re-roll on lightning damage or cold damage. And it's really cool because it just we pretty much guarantee and create anything that we want. So we take Omen of Light, Omen of Annulment, and this will always remove the desecrated mod. So we remove the desecrated mod. We no longer have the desecrated mod. We're going to take this and this. Omen of Abyssal Echoes, Preserved Rib. We're going to go here. Now we have this. And go back to the Well of Souls. Come to the Well of Souls. Put the gloves in and hope for extremely high lightning or cold damage. So this is 12 to 18. And then we come on over back to POE 2 DB. We take a look at this. I already know it's not high enough. So this is 12 to 18. This would probably be like this, or yeah, it's got to be this. So this is tier, what is this? Tier 4. So if you want to settle for tier 4, you take tier 4. Otherwise, you re-roll. Hope to hit. Miss completely. Feel bad. Take any mod. It doesn't matter what mod you take. So now you have some evasion rating, which is tier 2 evasion. Omen of Light. Omen of Annulment. Remove it again so that it's gone. Omen of Abyssal Thingies. Preserved Ribs. Come here. Hit reveal. 1 to 30 lightning. Come back over here. We really wanted lightning damage, so we're kind of really happy with lightning. So we take a look. 1 to 30 is really low, so this is pretty bad. We wanted, you know, up here. We definitely don't want to settle for tier 5. So we re-roll again. We miss again. Feels really bad. Take your gloves, and now you rinse and repeat this really expensive step of Omen of Lighting and Desecrating, and Omen of Lighting and Desecrating, until you get your desired mod.
I'll fill that in as soon
And
as
then
I
that's
can.
how you make these gloves. There you go. That's it. Hope that helps.